Now I'm recording. Okay, so let me just start with the announcements one more time. Okay, so Team Cup is something that's starting on February 1st. And for all you new coaches who have no idea what a Team Cup is, basically it's like a competition that Beachbody has put out where we all compete for Success Cup points and we're all in teams of 5. And there's really, really great prizes. So just for hitting Success Cup, something that you should be doing anyway, and just by hitting a certain amount of points, you get really cool prizes with the grand prize being like a free trip to LA. You get Beats headphones, you get Apple TV, and then there's like little prizes as well. Only rules is that there's only one diamond above per team, so a bunch of emeralds can get together and a bunch of new coaches can get together. And it doesn't matter how new you are. I want you guys all to team up. So post in a team page if you're still looking for someone else to, or if you're looking for a team to join or you want to start a team, like team up. This is a great way to hit your goals that you should be setting for yourself anyway. It's just a great way to earn prizes as well, just for hitting your Success Cup goals. And you never know, you could be the team to go to LA for free and tour Beachbody corporate, and they throw a really cool party for you and stuff like that. And then January specials reminders. So it's the 21st and we have 9 more days to hit Success Club. And the January specials for all you new coaches especially, 21-day fix challenge packs are $140, normally $160. Hammer and chisel is still on sale for $160, normally $180. And then on Monday, I am running, and I guess Amy is too. So we're both running a free 5-day clean eating challenge. So I'm making it mandatory for my new coaches. We're going to do it together. But if you want to join in on Amy's, or if you want to join in on my group, you're more than welcome to. Let's just make it a fun thing. It's a great way to build your customer base. And, you know, for those people who might not be able to afford a program, or they don't know if they can trust you yet, maybe you're too new and they just have no idea what they're buying into, this is a great way to show them kind of like a preview into what a group is like and what it's like to have you as their coach and what it's like to, work with you. And so I would recommend definitely promoting it for right now. I'm going to make my first post right after this. And it starts on Monday, and usually we open it up around the weekend to have to give people time to prepare. And there's already a grocery list there. There's already a menu. There's everything in there. You just have to find people. You have to add them in. And don't add them in until the weekend, especially for my group. And one more thing I want to mention is just make sure that they make a free account with you as their free coach, just so they're tied with you. And okay, so I wrote Amy. Yeah, Amy is running.
We might actually, we haven't decided yet if we're doing clean eating or if we're going to try to do a Beachbody on-demand challenge.
Okay.
Or like a combo. So I'm still letting my new coaches talk about it and figure it out.
Okay, cool. I think that I'm going to make a post in mine about the option, like Beachbody On Demand is an option if they want to do it. So it's like an optional Beachbody On Demand, but mainly promoting as a clean eating. So whatever appeals to you, or you guys can run your own. You guys can partner up and run your own. But so my little thing, so money manifestation webinar. So I found this really, really cool webinar from another coach, actually, that I was just scrolling through my newsfeed, and some other coach on some other team was posted a picture about a manifestation webinar. And this is something I'm really, really, really into. Like, I'm almost so passionate about this that I want to teach this myself, and I want to like come up with online courses and sell online courses teaching these principles, because I've used these principles since I first learned about them. I want to say, well, back in high school, like 10th grade. And so this is a perfect webinar that features Andrea Crowder, who's a really successful top coach that I actually don't follow at the moment because I unfollowed a lot of coaches. But anyway, she's really awesome. And some other chick who's like a life coach. And so together they did like this webinar, and it's basically like Q&A based, really interesting. It's 2 hours long, but so worth it. Like I watched an hour last night and an hour this morning, and it's perfect for any of you guys who have limiting beliefs about money and success. So if you are someone with the thoughts, if this is some of your thought process where like money is the root of all evil, I don't deserve success, I'm always broke, success is only for the chosen few, of course she is successful because, or rich people are greedy, or money is bad. Those are just limiting beliefs that anyone could have. And this is a perfect webinar to show you how to destroy those limiting beliefs and show you that you literally do deserve whatever you want in life, and it's yours to have, and you just have to believe in it, and you just have to, there's just a couple principles that you need to follow, and it's just really, really fascinating, especially for someone like me who's studied this and who's proven this in her own life, and it's just something I'm really passionate about. So I wanted to share it. The link is right here if you guys want to copy it down, and I just posted on my own wall if you want to go there. But if you feel like your business isn't taking off for some reason, no matter how bad you want it to take off, and I know we've all been there, it means there's a subconscious block somewhere that's preventing you from achieving those goals. And those subconscious blocks has a lot to do with manifestation. And so you're probably attracting something into your life that you don't want. So, and if you're a brand new coach and you're kind of like, what the hell is Catherine talking about? Like, what is this? Just watch this with an open mind, do it anyway, and start your business with these principles. And so my own manifestation story that happened today to me, I was freaking out with Amy was like, anyway, so I told Amy this, and she was just kind of like, well, I wanted to go to Haiti anyway, but basically on my vision board, so you guys know I'm big, I've done many team calls on vision and vision boards and how to build them, but Bahamas was something on my vision board for, I don't know how long. It was officially my vision board since within the last like 3 or 4 months. And I for some reason knew that I would go in like spring of 2016. I put it on there. I was like, I'm going to go to Nassau, Bahamas. And so the cruise that we're going on in March, so I like basically intended it, blah, blah, followed all the principles I normally follow. And today, like there's a post in one of the Diamond groups talking about how because there's some virus that affects pregnant women in Haiti, that the cruise is no longer going to stop in Haiti and it's going to stop in Bahamas instead. And I nearly crapped my pants because I was like, no freaking way. Like I can finally go to Bahamas. Like this is so cool. It's just my little story for you guys. I thought that was really exciting and really cool. And that's all based on what you can find in this webinar. And then another thing I want to talk about is Emerald and why you should hit Emerald. There's a lot of coaches who are really dragging along hitting Emerald. And this is why you should not drag it along anymore. So basically, if you're a new coach or you're a coach that's been a coach for a few months and you're not yet Emerald and you haven't been rake advancing regularly, you are literally leaving money on the table. And so how do you hit Emerald? First of all, for those of you who don't know, you just need one coach on your left leg and one coach on your right leg. All of you guys need to be active and you hit Emerald. It's really, really simple to do. And it doesn't take that long once you decide that that's what you're going to do, that you're going to hit Emerald. And you can literally sign up your spouse, you can sign up your parents, you can sign up, I know it's 2-3 coach accounts per household, so you plus 2. And so that's totally fine with Beachbody, like if you're worried about the rules and stuff like that. Or it can be like a discount coach, or it can be your first challenger who really likes Shakeology and wants to get it at a discount, or you can find your first business builders this way. So at any rank, so this is why you're leaving money at the table. At any rank, there's volume that's building underneath you. So when your sponsor signs you up and they put you underneath them, then they add more coaches. So as you will see, as the days go by, your sponsor and their coaches will keep building a team underneath you. So it's usually on one leg and the other leg is usually like your responsibility or like up to you and your team to build. And so that volume that's continuously building is just sitting there until you access it as an Emerald and above coach. And by not rake advancing, you're literally missing out on that extra income. So there could be enough volume. So there could be like 300 volume points on one leg. And then for you to hit Emerald, you put a coach on your opposite leg, and that could be a cycle because usually one Shakeology Home Direct or one challenge pack gives enough volume for a cycle. So that's like an extra $14 there that you could have that you just accessed just by hitting Emerald. And so my personal example right now, I did some calculations. I have $5,000 just sitting in my volume right now in my downline that I can't access unless I build my team and actively build my team and build enough weak volume to match with my strong volume. And I rake advance enough to open myself to those cycles. So that's just $5,000 literally like potentially just sitting there that I just need to access. And so that's just someone like me who's been in this business for 2 years, or if you're really close to Emerald, or you just hit Emerald, you may only have $14 to $20 to $42 in there ready to be cycled, but that's still income. That's free money that's just sitting there. So do not wait to hit Emerald. Just decide to do it. We have lots of trainings on how to hit Emerald. We have lots of push groups. So every time you see a push group, just get involved and just hit that rank. And once you hit that rank, the momentum starts, and that's when you hit Ruby and Diamond and Star Diamond, and it just goes up from there. And if you're like, what the hell is Team Cycle Bonus? If you want to write this link down, or I'll just post it on team page. It's just a YouTube video. It's very, very corny, very cheesy, very Beachbody corporate-y, very kind of like, it's Michael Neiman. He's like explaining it with toys and stuff like that. But that's how I learned about Team Psycho Bonus. And I just watched that video once and I never had any more questions about it. Like I just got it right away. So if you guys want to write that down. And last thing before my quotes. So importance of sharing your story. There's a lot of new coaches on a team who are very, very worried and have a fear of sharing their story or transformation photo. And we have all been there. And basically some new coaches I notice, they go into social media paralysis where they get so paralyzed with sharing that first post that they just never share anything, and they wonder why, like they never make posts ever. Their social media just dies and they have no idea why their business isn't growing. Well, duh, you're supposed to post. Like, how are people going to know what you have to offer if you never put it out there on your social media? And I just want to let you know, your fear is completely in your own head. And you got to work through these limiting beliefs. So what's the difference between someone who's afraid to share their story and someone like, just a few examples, me, Amy, Emily, like, a lot of the coaches that consistently post their before and afters, what makes us more comfortable versus the brand new coach is very afraid? We just work through our limiting beliefs, and we just figured out that, other people's opinions don't pay our bills. And it's really like, we're in this business to help people, and you never know when your story is going to inspire someone. You never know when your story is just going to really hit home with someone, and you're going to change someone's life. And it doesn't matter what other people think, because you made a difference, and you will literally inspire more people than you could possibly imagine. And just, I truly believe that when you don't share your story, when you don't share your struggles, or you don't share a transformation photo, you're doing a disservice to people by hiding your story, because you never know when someone else has the same struggle and they're waiting for a mentor and they're waiting for an example in their life who has a similar story that they can relate to. And so, whether you already have a transformation, like you came into this business after being a challenger for a really long time, or you just signed up, like someone like me just signs up and at the same time starts a transformation, you're gonna inspire people. Whether, don't be afraid to post your transformation as a brand new coach, or admit that you're just beginning your transformation and you're ready to get started in your own goals. So someone like me, or someone who has had quite a transformation, and then just want to mention, you're a lot more inspirational when you're in the trenches than hitting your goals, than trying to inspire others. So if you're someone who's very worried about not hitting their goals yet, trust me, you're a lot more inspirational to people when you're showing that you're in the trenches with them, rather than saying, oh, I'm going to wait until I hit my goals sometime next year and then I'll try to inspire other people. People are not going to relate to you as easily as you just going out there and you just sharing your journey and sharing what you're eating, how your workouts are going every single day. And people will watch your journey, and as you get results, people are going to be like, oh my God, this girl's for real. I want to work with her. And then, because I will always leave you with some quotes, because I love quotes. The man on top of the mountain didn't fall there. I really like that, because it just shows that you just need to take action. Just take the action. If your action is posting the first story on your wall tonight, do it. If your action is recruiting to get to Emerald, just do it. Like, it just takes action to get to the top of the mountain, to get to your goals. You have to take the action. Never let your fear decide your future. That's another one. And then false evidence appearing real. Fear is just a limiting belief in your head. It's not there. It's fake. Yeah. That's all I got for you guys. And Amy.
All right. Sorry, my child just got out of the bath the second it was my turn to talk here. Okay. Bye. Bye-bye. Okay. All right. Time management. This is something I think everybody struggles with. So I just wanted to talk about it, because it's easier to talk about it than it is to write it out, because it's kind of one of those abstract things where it's like, yeah, how do you manage your time? I think that a lot of us, like, we're raised in a society where our time is managed for us. I mean, especially if you're used to like going to a job and being told what to do, or if you're, in school, we know where we're going. At 8 a.m. we do this, 9 a.m. we do this, and it's not a question because someone's already laid it out. So you just need to do that for yourself. You just need to become that disciplined for yourself because you are your own boss now, and that comes responsibility, like not just to others, but to you. If you're not being organized with your time, your business will not grow as quickly as it could. So while it's tempting to always be working, short, focused work time is much more productive than long, drawn-out, scrolling, busy work, doing 4 things at once, trying to work constantly. That's just going to lead to you being stressed out, not being organized enough, and really not doing the quality of work that you should be doing. So I'll just walk you through my personal schedule, and then I actually have an assignment for you guys. Just to kind of figure out your own schedule. And this is how I did it. So I basically every morning I have a morning focus time. And this includes my personal development. I drink my shake in the morning. So those 2 things are out like right away. I sometimes do my workout in the morning. Sometimes I don't have the time in the morning to do my workout. It just depends on our schedule for that week. But I at least do my personal development and my Shakeology. After that, I plan my day out. I write down any non-negotiables I have, like if they're out of the ordinary, because I always have my daily non-negotiables. But if there's something weird, it's like, oh, I've got a call with so-and-so, I make sure I write it down, or, oh, I need to take my son to do this, whatever. Beachbody related or not, I write everything down. Then I take time off. And then I reply to all of my messages. So if I've got messages that have accumulated overnight, I reply to my messages, I reply to my emails. I post in all my team groups if I have a post to make that day. And then I'm good. So once my social media is replied to and all of that, I log back out. If I have extra time in the morning, I do a little more work, but I always unplug around 9 a.m. and I hang out with my son because I'm a stay-at-home mom. And one of the reasons I started this business is so I could be a stay-at-home mom and so that I could spend time with him. So I unplug. I don't reply to messages. If messages come into my phone, pretty consistently every 5 minutes. And, you have to learn to be okay with letting messages sit there. You don't have to reply to things right away. If you're free, you can, but as someone who's really busy in my own life as well as in Beachbody, I don't. They'll sit there and I can get to them in a more focused, consistent time later. So then I've got my nap time hustle. So whenever Malcolm naps, which is usually like 11 a.m. to noon, I work again. And it's a very focused work time. This is when I build my business. Like this is when I add new prospects. This is when I talk to people, do my follow-ups. I participate in group discussions on some of the group pages I'm in to get more people into my network. I do my interaction. So I interact with people that I'm not seeing in my newsfeed. If I see someone in my newsfeed, I know that they're seeing my stuff. But I find other people that I'm friends with that are, I'm not seeing. I'm like, wow, I didn't even know I was friends with this person. Let's see what they're up to. I do all of that during nap time. I reconnect with coaches who I think I need to talk to. It's all chatting. And I do the same on Instagram. So I do it on Facebook and I do it on Instagram. I hashtag browse. I interact with people. I respond to my direct messages. I send any emails I need to do. So all of that's nap time stuff. And I pretty much work until he wakes up. That's my limiting factor. So some days I've got 45 minutes to work. Some days I've got 2.5 hours to work. And that's just what it is. And I try really hard during that time to not get sidetracked because I know that it's important. And I also know that I probably won't have time to do it later if it doesn't get done then. Then I unplug again, and we usually go do something in the afternoon. And my husband gets home between 4 and 5. And I usually stay unplugged until about 5:30. And then I work again. And I pretty much, like in the evenings, if he gets home later, I will stay and talk with him later. But then evenings are my really focused time when I actually don't have my son to watch as well. So that's when I do, my creative stuff. I craft posts, I plan posts. But the most important thing is that I've planned my breaks. So I can always be consistent with my breaks and not feel guilty working during the other time, because I get that a lot. Like, how do you balance hanging out with your son and hanging out with your husband? I'm like, well, I schedule them in and then they know what to expect. If I'm supposed to be hanging out with them playing a game and I'm on my phone constantly, that would be rude. But they know that this is my work time. They know I've got team calls and they know they're in the evening. And so I don't feel bad about that. I mean, it's my job. If I would never, show up at his office and be like, can you watch him for an hour? So we have that same understanding when I'm working at home. Yeah, so you can go to the next one. So this is for you guys because that's me. I mean, I'm a stay-at-home mom. If my schedule would look a lot different if I had a job to work in there as well. We all have different things that limit our ability and time in this business. We have to work this business around us, which is awesome that we can do that. So sit down when you have some time, write down your daily non-negotiables and all of them, not just Beachbody stuff. So every day we have to do this, or every Tuesday this. It's going to be kind of a process because it's kind of like a brain dump. Every day you need to include your workout and personal development, and at the very minimum, a power hour. That's the very minimum amount of work you need to be doing to build your business. And, I do 2 power hours a day. I do 1 in the morning and I do 1 at night. The power hour list is great. It's in both of our team pages. It's there for a reason. Those are, it really breaks down the tasks you need to be doing daily to build your business. And then other things to include, number of posts and on what platforms. I always have check boxes so that, at the end of the day, I'm not like, oh crap, I didn't post on Instagram today at all. Things like that. Check-ins with your coaches or customers if that's something you're forgetting to do. I always wish everybody a happy birthday on Facebook every day. That's one of my things. Any business calls or team calls that you have to be on or want to be on, all of that, write all of that down. And now write down the times you would prefer to be unplugged. And I find this easier because this is a business that you could literally work 24/7. There is always work to be done when you're an entrepreneur. And so I write down the times that I want for me. And then my business goes around that because I'm also the kind of person that I will work 24 hours if I can. So for me, it works to really block out that time and no, I'm not working. I'm not going to be on my phone. I'm going to be focused and living my life instead of working all the time. So for example, from 9 a.m. till nap time, I don't work. And then from 2 a.m. or 2 p.m. to 5 p.m., I don't work. And then by scheduling that, I feel less guilty and more productive during my work hours, and my family knows when to expect me to be free. And so I just think this is great because it also lets the people in my life know that this is a priority and this is a business and this is my schedule. And my son even knows, when he wakes up, if he gets up earlier, he goes and entertains himself until, we're ready mid-morning to start our routine. So yeah, fill your tasks in then around your schedule of the time you want off. So if you have this big list of things you have to do, block off those times and then think, okay, how am I going to arrange this to where it's going to flow with my day for me to get these other things done? I remember I was watching Malcolm all day, and he was, this is when he was 4 months old when I first started. And at night my husband would get home a little bit early at 3:45 so I could leave at 4, drive an hour to class. So I'd get to class around 5, or class would go until 9 p.m. at night. And then I would drive home. So by the time I got home, it was 11 p.m. And I worked my power hour into the 10-minute breaks we got on during class time. And, it was very strategic. It was okay, first break, this is what I do. I didn't go out and chat with everybody in the hallway. I worked from my phone. And it got me to a place where I don't have to do that anymore. And then, my last little thing, don't respond to messages right away if you're not able to. People will wait. Yeah, and then I'm always going to nag you guys to do your personal development. If you're not focused on a personal development book right now, you need to think about what you're struggling with. And chances are what you're struggling with is either the lack of something in your life or the presence of something negative in your life. So you need to figure out what it is. There's probably several. We all have things we need to work on. And then you need to find the personal development that is going to help you conquer that. Because there's only you're growing the direction your personal development's growing. If you're not doing personal development, you're not helping yourself get past anything. If you're doing personal development consistently, your mindset will change. But it's one of those things that you have to do every day. If you miss a day, that day is not going to, that day might stay the same. But if you miss another day, your mindset starts going back. So yeah, you have to look out for number one. You have to be doing your personal development every single day. So raise your hand if you're doing PD right now. Not right now, but in general. Yeah, I see a lot of hands. I like it. Okay, good.
I like how it
And
says,
you guys aren't the ones I'm preaching to, but still.
I like how it says Eden raised hand. Two really good takeaways I got from Amy that just is a nice little mindset shift for me. Schedule breaks and don't feel guilty about it, because I know a lot of people feel guilty about working, especially moms. But for me, I am definitely one of those people who can work 24 hours a day. And I like when I unplug, oh my God, I start feeling so guilty about it. And I know I need that time. And so if I think about it as me scheduling, like, okay, like if I have something to do at 7 p.m. one day, just scheduling it rather than seeing it as like, oh, at 7 p.m. I have to unplug for my business. Oh my God, this sucks, blah, blah, whatever. That was really good, because I'm definitely one of those people that can work 24/7. I'm sure a lot of us are, because we're all entrepreneurs together.
So like my planner, I put fun stuff up at the top. I make myself write that out first. Like I have something fun every single day, even if it only takes like 10 minutes. And then I've got all my other stuff.
Really good idea.
Important.
And how Amy said she was working between classes in those 10-minute periods. Guys, that's exactly how I went from full-time college student working 30 hours a week to graduating from college with a full-time Beachbody income. It didn't come from me complaining or staying up late at night. I honestly didn't stay up very many late nights. It was honestly those little tiny blocks between classes and lunch break and breaks at work and driving. Like Ed would, when I was dating Ed at the time, he would drive home. Like I would drive to school, he would drive from school, and that's like my power hour on my phone. And so really, like, you guys do have the time to build. No matter how busy you are, you really do have the time. You just need to really think about it and be strategic and give up. Like a lot of us, we just get so enveloped with like other people and like, oh, my friends are going out tonight, or my friends are in the hallway talking, like I should talk to them. No, if you got goals, like really just think about what's important in your life. And
And it might be something even smaller than that. Like I'm totally all about, like I'd pick friends over doing something else every day, but like, are you playing Candy Crush? I mean, like, are you watching 8 episodes of Netflix in a row? Like, cut it down to 2. I'm not saying you have to completely give up everything you like about your life, but like there are small sacrifices to be made. And it's hard when we're working from home to see it from that perspective sometimes. And I struggle with it too. But like, you know, I got to limit myself on everything. I got to limit myself on the work, but I also got to limit myself on the fun. If I'm watching like, you know, 6 hours of Netflix a day, I'm probably not working as much as I need to get to where my goals are. So
yeah, definitely don't give up everything. You guys need to have fun time. But just remember that like the sacrifice that you do right now, you're gonna like sacrificing a little bit in your life right now is gonna lead you to live the kind of lifestyle that no one else can in a few years' time because of the sacrifices right now. So think about it as like you're literally just, and the way I view sacrifice, I heard a quote the other day because I'm the quote queen, and it just literally changed my mindset about sacrifices. And so sacrifices is not giving something up, it's just trading in something good for something better. So that's a great way to look at it as well. And then last, oh, we got time for this. Okay, so I'm going to stop the share. So gratitude is something very, very high valued on our team. And so I personally start all my one-on-one calls with gratitude. And so this is like our thing with team call is that everyone here, every single person needs to say one thing that they're grateful for. And so I'm going to start, and I just want to say I am grateful for manifesting Bahamas. That's my little thing, but it doesn't have to be something big. Like every day I'm grateful for my health. I'm grateful that I have all my limbs. I'm grateful for my hair. I'm grateful for all the food that I ate today. So it can be anything. And so let's go with Amy because you're already unmuted.
I'm grateful for a warm house because we had it's like pouring rain here, and we had some guy do all of our yard work today, the rain, because he needed money that bad and was going door to door, and it made me feel.
Oh, Amy.
That's what I'm grateful for.
Perfect. Who wants to go next? Raise your hand or I'll call on you. Okay. Emily.
Grateful for nap time.
Yeah. Getting stuff done during nap time.
Yeah.
Amorous. That's how you say your name, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I got it right this time.
I'm grateful for challenge groups because I'm actually a full 90 days in now.
That's amazing. Congratulations. Who wants to go next? Samantha?
I'm grateful that I can be able to be at home and nurse my son round the clock and still do work at the same time.
Yes, preach. Ariel, grateful for my boyfriend is always cooking dinner for me so I can grow my business. Yes. Who's next? I guess you guys can also type it and you guys can also post it in team page. I'm not going to be mean, but you should always be grateful for something. Oh, Amy, I just realized I muted you.
So I muted me because we got really loud in this house for a second.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, I don't mic it right now. Okay. Anyone else want to go before I end this?
Katie.
Oh, shoot. Hold on.
Oh,
Now you're on.
I'm grateful for technology so I can talk to my boyfriend who's a billion states away, it seems.
Aw. Anyone else?
Kayla.
Kayla?
I'm grateful that the Air Force is letting my husband have a new schedule so that he can help me in the mornings with Dean.
Yeah.
I wish they would listen to me when I say that.
Nadine or Lauren, you want to say something? Yeah, okay. Nadine.
I'm grateful that I do not have to go to the grocery store tonight because I have a fully stocked refrigerator right now, and it makes me happy.
Yes. Perfect.
I've gone to the grocery store every single day for the past week and a half because I keep forgetting things. I'm over it.
Yeah, I know. I hate that. And Lauren, you're just going to go.
Yeah. I'm super grateful for my full-time job is pretty stressful, so I've been able to have a personal development breakthrough and just let that go in my brain a little bit and just be able to focus on me and my business and just I'm coming home and not super stressed and upset all day, so that's good.
Yes.
Very, very good breakthrough there.
Yes. I see huge things for everyone, and just congratulate yourself for even coming on team call. Just because you're here, it means that you're taking action towards your business, you're ready to learn, and you're going in the right direction. I see huge things for all of you ladies. This is so awesome. This is entrepreneurial women coming together, women empowering women. I really love it. But yeah, I think we're just going to conclude this call, and I will post the recording in the team page as soon as it uploads to YouTube. All right, you guys, have a great night. Bye.